Welcome, Gemini. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot getting ready to do your reading in honor of Pluto's transition into Aquarius, finally for the next 20 years. This is a general reading. It will not resonate for all of you. If you're interested in a personal reading, check out the description box below, where information about what I offer is featuring a half-off sale through the end of this year. So please take advantage of that. If that's something that's interesting to you, I appreciate you being here and deeply appreciate and humbled by all the support that I receive from you. So thank you for that in advance. The card that is the general energy of this reading is the Ten of Cups. Gemini, this is feels like a reflection of something that you have worked very hard to create as a vessel for the accomplishments that you are building towards. This feels as though you are encircled or are identifying collaborators, allies, guides, teachers, supporters that are participating in, at some level, the promotion of an innovative idea of yours, and that the building, the development of this idea is something that has required you to communicate effectively with a number of people who you see as being potential collaborators in the growth of this new idea, this project, this product or service that you are growing. So this is about a resourceful community, a community that sees your value, talent, and is also recognizes your vulnerability, your safety, the protection that you offer others to be to rise up to the level of participating in something that they too can take some measure of credit in. In the present, we have the Devil card. This is powerful. This is indicating to me that you are standing up to the status quo, a conventional, traditional structure, something that has been that exists along conventional lines that you have been slowly building an alternative pathway that would greatly benefit this organization, but you're aware that your alternative direction is something that needs to be leveraged in its presentation to the powers that be. This can be a job, most likely. This can be a family structure that you're needing to feel out the reception for your ideas. You're needing to find allies that will support you in standing up to the way things are and your presentation of an alternative way of doing things, a new product, a new direction, a new lifestyle, so that you are aware that the structure you work within, be that family or personal or community, has been based on a set of expectations that are no longer relevant to the world that you are existing in, the world that you and we are living in, and that you are creating for. You're asking those that have established their authority to consider new ways of working, new products, new services to consider. In the past, we have the Fool card. In this deck, the Fool and the Magician kind of blend for me. You have already set out on an adventure in pursuing your highest potential. You are aware whether the support that you are looking to earn is available to you or not in the current situation. You're aware that you are on a path that is intended to launch out into a new alternative direction, and you have been gathering the faith and belief in yourself to counter the way things are, the way things have always been, so that you could be free to move forward in a direction that has few pioneers, few predecessors, because you are aware of your talents, your gifts, and your vision for a new way of doing things. As a Gemini, you are all about connections, communication, and learning. So this has required you to be open to and validate the way that you do things differently. You see, you understand, you learn things differently, and what you're working towards is a way of accommodating others like you who no longer do things in the tried and true conventional way. In the future, we have the Death card. So this is absolutely, I feel like you vanquishing this status quo, at least on your own behalf. You've released any allegiance to the conventional structures that have existed. You are not abandoning social norms altogether, although it may be perceived that way from those that are in power, in authority. You are instead looking at advancing new ways, progressive ways of doing things that will serve people now, that will serve others like you now, to access the ability to communicate and gain the resources necessary. So you're advocating for a world that is based more on what Pluto in Aquarius symbolizes, finding power in other realms, beyond the traditional means, through your intuition, through your ability to communicate, through your ability to learn differently, that allows in the consideration of a variety of other sources of information that have not previously existed or we have not previously been aware of. And this is really, you're internalizing this global shift, this social shift that we're experiencing by releasing those old measures, those old norms, and content to identify power in the new resources we have available to us. I'm going to pull an oracle card and hope, Gemini, that if this is resonating for you, that you will like this video, share this with others, and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. And I've pulled the red jungle fowl, and the key word is faith. Rise and shine. The past is behind you. Reflect on the lessons you've learned and embrace your bright future. So it's so interesting how this summarizes what I feel like is the pathway from this investment in self as being resourceful, powerful in a way that is alternative and unique to you. This is an individual empowerment that you have invested in, leading you to this major transformation that you are promoting in the society at large. This is hugely momentous for you, Gemini, and some of you, I have no doubt, are involved in the kinds of advancements that we are experiencing in this very moment. I have to say I had something of a mini power outage today. And of course, today I'm doing this reading on the very moment that Pluto moved into Aquarius. So I got restored my power with the help of a friend. And this is about an alternative current of information that is becoming available to us that we as individuals have the potential to tap into. We don't just need to rely on institutions or authorities to do it for us. The Devil card in your present is clarified by the Five of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. This is really a summary, again, of this new path, this new project, this new lifestyle experience of your powers, your resources, and the ways in which you are changing the way that you interact with others by choice, by design. So this is in part a dissemination or a revolt against the hierarchical structure of authority. This is where individuals determine their strengths and are have learned to collaborate with others who also work from a place of strength. This empowers all members of this group to be expert in the area of their strength or knowledge, and to step back and learn from those who are and who have expertise that is less familiar to them. In this way, everyone joins together in developing a project and evolving a system in a way that everyone can take some measure of credit for. In the past, the Fool card is clarified by the Six of Swords and the Two of Swords. You know, having moved and invested in yourself in this very phenomenal, life-changing way, this is investing in an entirely new version of who you are, was difficult. This was hard. You have been making and are making a hard choice, but one that you know is right for you. You have consciously taken a break, moved away from the things that you recognize are not working, rather than solve problems or deliver services or products that are useful to at least the team members that are involved, as well as the community or audience for whom you are creating these goods and services. You are uh, clear that it could have been easier to go along and participate in the collapse of an institution that really isn't working the way it was designed to work. Instead, you've been aware, you've had this vision for a while, and you have uh, been hesitant to move forward in a greatly dramatic or public way because you were concerned about the potential of an inadvertent separation from something you care about, an organization, a team, a community, a family. You're concerned for others whom you may inadvertently be separating from in a way that is not intended by you. However, through much consternation and concern for the welfare of others, you have made this choice at a spiritual level, at a conscious level, because you know this is your truth, this is your justice, this is justice, this is the right way to go. And so you haven't set out on this path of investing in yourself, in your vision, in your faith, in your ability to do what needs to be done lightly. This is something that has been difficult for you to do because you knew it was the harder path. It wasn't the easier path. It was the way in which you knew that you had to go, you were compelled to go. The Death card in the future is clarified by the Eight of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. So yes, you move forward with a certain burden of being very aware of all the voices, opinions, authorities, rules in your head, various strategies that have been tried and true, but that you recognize are failing. There's been a lot of personal consternation and anxiety around the consequences of your move. And it's as a way of actually positively allowing you to evaluate how you're working and how you can work more productively. Ultimately, that is what it is coming down for you in concrete terms. So, this is a move that, although it is causing you a lot of stress, and perhaps that you're anticipating the resistance that you're going to be receiving, you are advised to allow your intuition to work for you. This is one of your powerful tools of not only learning, but of communication. You are able to understand the needs of others, the needs of the vision, that the requirements of your vision in a way that is very concrete and practical. And when you actually allow yourself to simply flow into the areas of attention, work, uh, care that you know will produce concrete results, you will allow yourself to relax into this new, really joyful path. Uh, I'm going to finish up this incredible reading, Gemini, with a chakra wisdom card, and out pops calmness. To calm your monkey mind, do not feed the animal. And this is about the crown chakra. So this is really about you activating and actualizing your mission, your vision on earth. Thank you so much, Gemini, for this powerful reading. I wish you all the best, and until next time, namaste.